Hi guys, this is Miss Crafty 2015 again. I hope you guys enjoyed our last video, which we went over the Cricut craft room, or the design space, back to basics. In this video, we're going to show the process of welding and the slice feature. So what I have open right now is I have the Cricut landings page open, and I'm going to click on Create New Project. Now, the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to Insert Images, and I want to look for a rectangle. So I'm just going to click on one of these. Remember that when you click on it, as we said in the last video, the image name or the image set that it's from is right here, and the image number is right there. And when you click on it, you have a green check mark which says that you've selected it, and you can press Insert Images. I'm also going to go in here and I'm going to look for a heart, and I'm just going to take this one. I'm not going to buy it, I'm just using it for demonstration purposes for this video. So what I have here, remember that when you insert images, your layers tab is going to pop up. You have both this one and this one open. So what I'm going to do first, when I'm welding, what you are doing is you are attaching two items together so that they become one. Now, welding is useful for when you're doing cards and you want that shaped edge on the side. I did for Christmas, I did a snowman welded card, and it came out really cute. So for this demonstration of this purposes, we're going to weld a heart. We're going to make a heart-shaped card. I won't be assembling it on this video, but perhaps in another video or in a later video we will assemble a card together. So what you have here is you have your two images. You want to drag one image on top of the other. So in this case, I want to make it right here. Or you can even, if you want, you can just drag it to however you want it. But I like my cards nice and straight. So I'm going to drag it over so it's just like that. What you're going to do is you're going to hit select all, or you can drag your mouse around both objects. Now I find that this method is somehow a little bit tedious because sometimes it won't catch everything, so select all will probably be your best feature. When I select all, you can see that on here you have the two layers that are highlighted. Now because they're highlighted, I can group them together. I can duplicate them, meaning it'll just give me the same thing over and over, and I don't have to click copy and paste. This one is a quick and easy way. I can delete the both at the same time. But what we want to do is we want to put these two images together. So over here in my layers tab, I want to click your weld button is highlighted, and I'm going to press it and give it a minute. And as you can see, I don't have two images now. I have one whole image, and let me put it into a different color for you so you can see. As you can see, the heart is now attached to the rectangle that we had first. Now, the only way that you can undo welding if you made a mistake is to press the undo button. So if I press the undo button, my images are now back to being separated. So again, I'm going to change this color back to black. I'm going to shrink this just a bit, and I'm going to put this right here in the corner. So what I'm going to do is you can even, you can press select all, you can draw the box, you can also click one. If you press the control button on your computer, on your keyboard, and click the other one, it'll select both of them as well. and you're going to come over here and you're going to press the weld button. And now you have a perfectly welded two shapes together and with a heart in the corner. This is perfect for giving that card some extra dimension, and if you put a layer on top to kind of accentuate the heart, it would look very pretty. Now, undoing this, and I'm going to delete this heart, and I'm going to get another heart to demonstrate the slice feature. So I'm going to delete this as well. So here I have my hearts that I had selected in the last video, and I have my two layers selected. Now, we can ungroup the two, and what I want to do is when you are slicing, you can think of it as, and somebody had said this before, when you're cutting through the image, the shape that you want, you can put a name in there, you can put another image in there, and it will cut it out, that shape. So right here I have two hearts, and what I want to do is I want to slice this heart right here into this heart right here. So I'm going to take my image, and you want to layer it right on top of each other. Same thing as we did with the weld. We want to select all. And over here in the layers tab, we want to press the slice function. Give it a minute. Now, after you press slice, you notice that there is a black border around there. And if I remove it, I now have a completely cut out heart, and I have two attached hearts right here. Now, continuing with the slice feature, if I take this heart right here, let's add text. So for this purposes, we're going to put Cricut in the middle, and I'm going to size this so that it fits in the middle. Again, I'm going to select the text box and the heart. Again, I can weld them together, I can slice them together, which is what we're going to do. Give it a minute, and we can remove them, and now I have a heart with the letters all sliced out. So when this goes to cut on your Explorer, it will cut the letters out of the heart, and then you can put another layer on top of it or behind it to give it that popped up look. Another way you can use Weld. If you have letters that are way too spaced, out, and you want them closer together, what you're going to do, you can use the weld feature to weld them together and make some sort of a shadow in the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to ungroup, and you want to move the individual letters together close enough so that they are touching, just close enough so that they are touching. And we're going to do this like this. They don't have to be overlapping. Sometimes that gives a little bit of glitching. It's not completely perfect, but it's close enough where it'll work. Now, let's see here. There we go. Now what I'm going to, now as you can see, and let me zoom in here so you guys can see, I have the Cricut letters right here, and as you can see, they're all touching each other. I'm going to select all. Now, you see that we cannot slice because I do not have another layer there. But I am going to weld, so I'm going to click the weld button. And you can see, let me zoom in just a little bit more, that they're all touching and all welded together so that they're going to cut out as one. Now, things to remember. For the slice feature, you can only have 2 layers selected at a time or it won't work. For the welding feature, it is not completely perfect, and if you don't fidget with it in a certain way, you're going to get like white spots in there, or the image is going to disappear, or you get a total differently image. No worries, just press the undo button and try again. What I like to do is I like to use the arrow keys to move the image just to get it in the right spot so that it'll weld or slice together. Now, just a recap, remember that slice is like a cookie cutter. You are like cutting out inside. You're cutting out the shape inside the shape. And for welding, you are attaching things together. Just like if you were a welder, you are welding 2 things together. I hope this tutorial made a little bit of sense. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Check out our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/rosieposypalooza, and you can visit my blog at rosieposypalooza.wordpress.org. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we're going to look at the attach function, and we're going to look at texting. See you in our next